Hello everyone. Today we are going to do the topic mensuration part 2. We have already done part 1 of it, and in that topic we covered 2024 October, November and May June paper 2 and 2023 October, November and May June of paper 2 of the same topic. Alright, so I'll attach the link of part 1 in the description so you can find out the video from there. This video will benefit the IGCSE and O-level students both, means 4024 and 0580. We have done till 2023, and the specimen papers also covered these topics, so you can see over there. So starting from 2022 October November paper 2 and this is question number 9. Here you can see a hemisphere. Volume of the sphere is 4 over 3 pi r cube. Surface area of the sphere is 4 pi r square. The diagram shows a wooden bowl. It is made in the shape of a large hemisphere with a small hemisphere removed from the center. You have to remember this is removed from the center. That means we'll remove it and then find out the surface area of the ring. From the center, the diameter of the large hemisphere is 20. It means that its radius is equals to 10. The width of the rim of the bowl is 2 centimeters. Show that the total surface area of the bowl is 364 pi square centimeters. It means that we'll have to leave our answer in terms of pi. Alright, so let's begin this question. So for this one, when you just look at the question, we'll find out the total surface area by adding few answers, like surface area of the larger hemisphere and the surface area of the smaller one, remember. And then we find out for the rim, you can see a circle and inside a circle also there. So what we do, the area of the bigger circle minus the area of the smaller circle will give you the surface area of the rim. Alright, so what do? We can find out separately also, and we can find out the answers of these surface area together. Okay, let's begin it. So total surface area, first find out the surface area of the larger hemisphere. Surface area of large hemisphere we know that it is 4 over 3 pi r cube will be the surface area of the sphere. So it is half of 4 over 3, that is the volume, 4 pi r square. No, half of 4 pi r square, which is 2 pi r square. Alright, so we know that the radius of the larger hemisphere, it's the 20 is the diameter, so 10 will be the radius of this larger hemisphere. So just put 10 over there. So 2 times into pi into 10 square, which is equals to 2 into pi into 100, and it is equals to 200 pi square centimeter is the surface area of the larger hemisphere. Now the totals, for the finding of the total surface area, find out the surface area of the smaller hemisphere. So the surface area of the smaller hemisphere is also half of 4 pi square, which is equals to 2 pi r square. Find out the radius. You know, in the question, if the width is 2, so it's also 2 there. So from the whole 20 centimeters, we don't want this 2 and 2 means 4. And the radius will be, diameter will be equals to 20 minus 4 for this one. So diameter is equals to 20 minus 4, which is equals to 16 centimeters. So the radius will be equals to 8 centimeters. Alright. So now 2 into pi into 8 square, 2 into pi into 64, and 2 times 64 is 128. 128 pi square centimeter is the area of the smaller hemisphere. Now for finding out the surface area of the rim. So the circle area minus the smaller circle area. So the larger circle has the radius 10 and the smaller circle has the radius 8. So finding out the area of both of them. Okay, so surface area of rim will be equals to area of the bigger circle, the larger circle, minus the area of smaller circle. Alright, so that is pi r square, pi into 10 square minus pi into 8 square, which is 100 pi minus 64 pi. Okay, so 100 minus 64 is equals to 36 pi square centimeters. So the total surface area, you just add these three numbers, 200 pi square centimeters, 128 and 36. Okay, so 200 plus 128 plus 36 pi square centimeters. So that is equals to 36 plus 128 and 200 together, that is equals to 364 pi square centimeter is the answer for this question. So this we had to show 364. Okay, so this is our answer. Okay, now go to the second part of the same question. The bowl is made from wood. The mass of 1 cubic centimeter of the wood is 0.74 grams. Calculate the mass of the bowl. Alright, so here if the mass of the bowl is required, so we know that the volume of the wood is given 0.74, which is for 1 cubic centimeter. So 1 cubic centimeter of the wood is, the volume is 0.7, the mass is 0.74 grams. Okay, calculate the mass of the bowl. For that thing we need to find out the volume here. So volume of the 1 cubic centimeter was the volume and it is the mass. Alright, now we have to find out when it is 0.74 grams, it is of 1 cubic centimeter. So we need to find out the mass of the bowl. So for that thing we need to find out the volume of the bowl, and then we can easily find out the mass of the bowl. So finding out the volume of the bowl now. So the volume of bowl is equals to volume of the larger bowl minus the volume of the smaller bowl. So if we need to find out the volume of this bowl here, so we find out the volume of the larger minus the volume of the smaller one. So here the 4/3 pi r cube is the volume of the sphere. So it is a hemisphere, so half of 4/3 pi r cube, which is 2/3 pi r cube. Half of 4/3 pi r cube, it is equals to 2/3 pi r cube. So, okay, so that is the volume of the larger bowl minus the hemisphere minus the volume of the smaller bowl. Okay, so for the larger bowl, 2/3, because it's a hemisphere, that's why I'm taking 2/3. Remember, pi r cube, r is 10 cube minus volume of the smaller bowl, we know that 8 is the radius, so 2/3 pi into 8 cube. So 2/3 times pi into 10 cube minus 2/3 pi into 8 cube. Now we are going to find out. So that is 2 into 10 cube. I'm keeping my answer in terms of pi. Okay, 2 into 10 cube and divided by 3. Okay, then minus, you can find out the answer separately as well. 2 into 8 cube divided by also 3. So that is equals to 976 upon 3 pi cubic centimeters. So that is the answer for the volume of the bowl. So 1 cubic centimeter holds the mass is 0.74. Then 976 upon 3. 976 upon 3 pi will be how much gram we are going to find out. Okay, so just simply cross multiply. You can easily see that it is 0.74 times 976 upon 3 pi. Let's find out. Into 0.74 is equals to 756.32. Or we can write down 756 grams. Okay, so it has part C also. Another bowl is mathematically similar. So remember, if volume is there, then V1 upon V2 is equals to L1 upon L2 whole cube, and A1 upon A2 is equals to L1 upon L2 whole square. Let's see what they're talking about. Another bowl is mathematically similar to the first bowl and is made from the same type of wood. The total surface area of the second bowl is 564 pi square centimeter. Calculate the mass of the second bowl. Alright, so in part C, another bowl which is mathematically similar, we need to identify the area and volumes. Mass we just treat like a volume. Okay, so here in this question, first bowl and second bowl, the area and the length we'll have to find out, because A1 upon 2 formula you must remember for the similarity. A1 upon A2 equals to L1 upon L2 whole square, and in case of volume, V1 upon V2 is equals to L1 upon L2 whole cube. Let's find out there, and we'll have to be very careful in finding out which one is for the first bowl and which answer or which number is for the second bowl. So the area for surface area for the first bowl is given at the top, which we found, which is 364 pi square centimeter. This is for the first bowl. So identified the first bowl area. So area, surface area of first bowl is equals to 364 pi square centimeters. Alright, now the surface area of the second bowl, which is given here, 546 pi. Total surface area of the second bowl. Okay, 546 pi square centimeters. Alright, so these two things are given. We are going to find out for the mass of the second bowl. Let's find out what is the mass of the first bowl. So the mass of the first bowl we have already found here, which was 756 grams. We have calculated in the part B. Okay, so the mass of the first bowl, be careful, and if you just take the wrong values, then you will have a different answer. So this is 756 grams, and then mass of the second bowl is required. Okay, now first of all we have to find out L1 upon L2 for mass, for finding out V1 upon V2 or mass of the second bowl. Alright, so A1 upon A2 equals to L1 upon L2 whole square. I'm just substituting in this formula first. Okay, so A1 364 pi upon A2 546 pi. A1 upon A2 equals to L1 upon L2 whole square. Okay, cancel pi. Alright, and take the square root of it. Square root of 364 upon 546. Square root of 364 upon 546 is equals to square root of 6 upon 3, or that is 0.81649, 0.8165. Okay, so L1 upon L2 is equals to 0.8165. 0.8165 is L1 upon L2. Now we are substituting the value of L1 upon L2 in V1 upon V2 is equals to L1 upon L2 whole cube. Alright, so remember, in this one we are substituting here now. Okay, so V1 upon V2, the volume 1 or the mass 1 upon mass 2. The mass 2 is required in the question. Okay, so mass 2 is required and mass 1 is 756. You have to be careful. And L1 upon L2 is 0.8165 cube. Okay, answer Q is equals to 0.54433. 0.54433. Alright, now cross multiply and get your answer. So M2 is equals to 756 upon 0.5443. 756 upon 0.5433 equals to 1388.86. 1388.86. Alright, grams. This is the answer for this question. You can see that we had to be very careful in the question. If you just write down the numbers at their wrong places in between 1 and 2, then you will have a different answer. First you identify what is the area of 1 and 2, then mass of 1 and 2, and then you calculated the value of this question. So this is complete. Your paper 2 year is 2022 and October November paper 2. Now we are moving to the same year, 2022, but it's May June paper 2 4024, question number 4. Alright, so question number 4, part A. The diagram shows a pentagon. All the lengths are in centimeters. Calculate the area of the pentagon. Alright, in this pentagon we can see a triangle and a rectangle is attached together. If I just draw a line, you can see one of the shape is a rectangle and another is a triangle. Okay, so the first one, which is a rectangle dimensions are 15 and 4. Okay, so the area of the pentagon is equals to total area or area of the pentagon is equals to area of rectangle plus the area of triangle. So the area of rectangle is equals to 15 times 4. But for the triangle we need to find out half base into height, means base is there but the height is not there. Okay, so this is 4, so this much will also be 4. The remaining part is 12 minus 4, which is equals to 8. And this we don't know. And perimeter means adding all the lines. So we don't want this side inside, but to find out the hypotenuse we'll have to calculate. So I'm drawing here. This is 8 and the hypotenuse is not given, which is also a part of the line which we'll count in the perimeter. And this the total is 15 and this is 9, so this is 15 minus 9, and 15 minus 9 is equals to 6, so this is equals to 6. Alright, so I'm just erasing. I hope you understood. So this is 8, this is 6, and take for example if it is hypotenuse or it's x. So for finding out this line, that is equals to x is equals to square root of 8 square plus 6 square, which is 64 plus 36. So we know that it's easy, square root of 100, which will be equals to 10 centimeters. So this part is equals to 10 centimeters. 10 centimeters. Okay, to find out the perimeter, because in the second part we need to find out the perimeter. So first of all, we'll find out the area and then we go to the perimeter. I told you the perimeter values as well. Okay, so the area of the rectangle is equals to 4 times 15 length into width, plus area of the triangle is half base into height. Wherever this is your base and it's your height, and we have already calculated that it is equals to 6. Okay, so half 6 into 8, then 4 into 15 is 60, plus 2 times c 3 times 8 is 24, and 60 plus 24 is 84 square centimeters. Okay, now coming to the perimeter of the pentagon, in which we have already found the boundary line of one of the shapes. So these are the boundary lines here: 12, 15, 4, 9 and 10. Add it out. Okay, so this is 12, 15, 4, and 10, which is equals to 50. So the 50 centimeter is the perimeter of this shape. Okay, the next part B, volume of the sphere is 4 over 3 pi r cube. So we all know. Now they're asking, the sphere has a volume, 2572 cubic centimeter. Find out the radius of the sphere. So the formula is already given. Now you also know that you will be getting the formula sheet, which is the beginning of the paper. So the volume is equals to 4 over 3 pi r cube. Set 2572 equals to 4 over 3 pi r cube. So that is 2572 times 3 and then divided by 4, and pi is multiplying, so 4 pi will divide, and then you can take the cube root and find out your answer directly. So that is cube root of 2572 times 3 divided by 4 pi. So just calculate that it is cube root of 2572 times 3 and then divided by 4 times pi. So your answer is 8.499, means you can write down 8.5 centimeters is the answer for this part. Okay, so it has part C also and D as part C 1 and 2. So in part C we can see a cuboid. A cuboid has the dimensions 2 centimeter by 6 centimeter by 22.5, wherever 22.5 and 6 are the length and width and the height is 2. Calculate the total surface area of the cube. We know the formula of the total surface area of the cuboid is 2 times length into width plus width into height plus length into height. So the total surface area, so length, width, height is 22.5. You can take 6 and then 2 centimeter is the height. So total surface area is equals to 2 times length into width plus width into height plus length into height. Remember, if it is a closed cuboid. Okay, so 2 times 2 22.5 into 6 plus 6 into 2 plus length into height, 22.5 times 2. Just take it, find your answer. It's 3-mark question. You can find it out in few steps. So This is 22.5 times 6 plus 6 into 2 plus 22.5 into 2. Careful. This is 192. 2 times 192 times 2, that is equals to 384 square centimeter is the answer for this part. Okay, now part 2. A cube of x centimeters has the same surface area as the cuboid. Form an equation in x and solve it to find the length of the edge of the cube and show your working. And it's also of 3 marks question. So it's clearly written in the question that x centimeter is the length, width, height of the cube, and you know that the cube has the same length, width, height, has the same surface area of the cuboid. It means that they both have the same surface area. Surface of area of the cuboid we already know, that is 384. We have found in the part. So surface area of the cube is 6L square. Okay, and we have to find out the length. So surface area, total surface area of a cube is equals to 6L square. Okay, so 6L square is equals to 384. L square is 384 divided by 6, and L will be equals to, just find out what is 384 divided by 6. It's equals to 64. L square is 64, so obviously L will be equals to 8 centimeters in this question. So that was the last part of this topic in paper 2022 May June 22. Alright, now we have completed 2022 October, November and May, June both. So now we are doing 2021 paper 2 of October, November. Alright, so this is paper is 2 question number 8. Volume of the cone is 1 upon 3 pi r square h. The curved surface area of the cone is pi r l. Alright, the diagram shows a paper cup in the shape of a cone. The diameter of the top of the cup is 7 centimeter. It means the radius is 3.5, and the volume of the cup is 110 cubic centimeters. Show that the height of the cup, 8 centimeter, is 8.57 correct to 2 decimal place. So we need to find out the height here wherever the volume is given. So we need to take the help of the volume formula, which is 1 over 3 pi r square h. So this is volume is equals to 1 over 3 pi r square h, which is 110 is equals to 1 upon 3 pi. And you know the radius, the diameter is 7 centimeters. So the radius is half of the diameter, which is equals to 3.5 centimeters. So that is 3.5 square times, and the height is unknown, which is a question. Okay, so calculate, this is height. This is how many marks question it is? 3 marks question. Okay, so we are going to find out. So that is 110 times 3 divided by pi into 3.5 square is the height here. 110 times 3 divided by pi into 3.5 square equals to 8.57 centimeters. Correct to 2 decimal place. It's coming 8.574, which is approximately equals to 8.57 shown. Alright, now calculate the slant height L of the cup. It's very easy now. So here in this question we can see a cone. 3.5 centimeter is the radius. which is 3.5 centimeter is the radius, and 8.57 is the height already, and this is the slant height. With the help of Pythagoras theorem, it's very easy to find out the slant height. So L is equals to 3.5 square plus 8.57 square. So that is square root of 3.5 square plus 8.57 square, and that is 9.257 or 9.26. 9.257 is approximately equals to the 9.26 centimeters. Okay, now the next part, C. The cup is cut along the line OA. It's opened out into a sector of a circle with center O and the sector angle X. Calculate the angle X over there. It means that they opened the cone and it became a sector. Just imagine if the cone shape is there and then you are going to open it, you will get a sector shape. It means that whatever the area or curved surface area, this is the curved surface area of the cone, will become the area of the sector. Okay, so this way we will find out whatever, if you just open the cone, that will become a sector. Area, curved surface area of the cone is equals to the area of the sector. All right, so this way you can find your answer. So here the curved surface area of the cone is equals to pi r l, and pi radius also, and L also. L is 9.26 we have already found, so that is pi times, and that is 3.5 was the radius, I remember, and 9.26. Okay, so just multiply 3.5 into 9.26, that is equals to 32.41 pi, 32.41 pi square centimeters. Okay, this is the curved surface area of the cone, and the area of the sector, they are equal. Remember, I told you the curved surface area of cone is equals to the area of sector. We are using this thing in the question. So now the area of the sector is equals to angle. Angle is x. X over 360 degree into pi r square. Okay, as you x upon 360 degree into pi, and what is the radius here? So remember, slant height L, whenever you open it, then it becomes the radius in this question, which is 9.26. So that is 9.26. The radius is 9.26 square. Let's calculate this one, that 9.26 square divided by 360, that is equals to 0.23819. 0.23819 x pi times x, okay, square centimeters. So because we don't know the angle, now we are going to make these two equal. This is equals to this much, okay, and then we'll find our answer, that the curved surface area of the cone, which is 32.41 pi, is equals to the area of the sector. So that is 0.23819 pi is equals to 32.41 pi. Cancel the pi times and it is x also. Okay, so the cancel pi, x is equals to 32.41 divided by 0.23819. So this is 32.41 divided by 0.23819 equals to 136.0678. So that is approximately equals to 136 angle degree, 136 degrees. That was 4-mark question. Okay, so in this question, remember, whenever you open a cone and it will become a sector, the slant height, which is L, will be equals to the radius of the sector. Remember this thing. And the curved surface area of the cone and the area of the sector will be equal. Okay, now this is the last part of this question. So similarity is again here like in the previous year. Now look in front. This is a second paper cup is mathematically similar to the cup with the volume is 110 cubic centimeter. The volume of the second cup is 165 cubic centimeter. Calculate the diameter of the top of the second cup. Alright, for this part, we quickly write down the values like in the previous questions we did. That a second paper cup is mathematically similar to, mathematically similar to the cup with the volume 110 cubic centimeter, and the volume of the second cup is this. So the volume of the first cup is 110 cubic centimeter and the volume of the second cup 165 cubic centimeter. The diameter of the second of the top of the second cup is required, and we know that the diameter of one is was 7 centimeters. You can check in the question that the diameter is equals to the 7. Okay, now D1 and D2 is required. V1 upon V2 is equals to L1 upon L2 whole cube. So 110 upon 165 is equals to 7 upon D2 cube. Okay, so 110 upon 165 is equals to 343 upon the diameter. I'm not writing down D2 now, cube, okay, because it will make a confusion. So D cube is equals to 343 times 165 divided by 110. Okay, and then you can take the cube root and that will be your final answer. 165 divided by 110. Take your calculator and find out. That is 343 times 165 and divided by 110, which is equals to 8.01 or 8 centimeters. .01 centimeter, which is the answer for this question. Okay, so we covered up till now your 2021 October November. We are doing one more paper of mensuration, which is 2021 May June, and that will complete 2 years completely for October November and May June. Like in part 1 also we completed 2 years. Now this is May June 2021 paper 2 and question number 9. In question number 9, volume of a cone is 1/3 pi r square h and the curved surface area of the cone is pi r l. So the radius is given, which is 6 centimeter. You can see here the cone has the radius 6 centimeter and the slant height is L. The total surface area of the cone is 84 pi. Show that L is equals to 8. So the total surface area means the area of the circle and the curved surface area of the cone both. So you have pi r times L plus r, or you can do pi r L plus pi r square, because the curved surface area is pi r L and the circle here, which is equals to pi r square. When you add it together, it can be pi r times L plus r, or you can write on pi r L plus pi r square is the total surface area of the cone. Alright, so we are going to find out the value of slant height here. So the area of total surface area of the cone is pi r L plus pi r square, and the total surface area is given 84 pi square centimeter. So write down 84 pi, and here you can take common pi r into L plus r. If you don't take common r, that is also okay, otherwise we'll have to cancel the value of pi. Okay, fine, pi into 6 into L plus pi into 6 square. So that is equals to 84 pi is equals to pi times 6L plus 36 only, because we took out the pi common here. Okay, this one and this one, we just wrote it here as common number. Okay, so here if we find out the value of 84 pi, first of all cancel and then start working. So this is 6L plus 36 equals to 6L plus 36 equals to 84. Then 6L, like we usually solve algebraic equations, we do the same thing, minus 36, and L will be equals to 84 minus 36 over 6. Let's find out. That is 84 minus 36, and then in the denominator 6 equals to 8, which is equals to 8 centimeters shown. Okay. Now the next thing is calculate the volume of the cone. The volume of the cone is 1 over 3 pi r square h. The volume is equals to 1 over 3 pi r square h. But the vertical height is not given in the question. What do? We just take the same Pythagoras theorem. So that is, I'm just making a diagram here. 6 centimeters and L was 8. Calculate this vertical height. So vertical height will be equals to 8 square minus 6 square. 64 minus 36. 8 square minus 6 square equals to 2 square root 7 or 5.29. Okay, 2 square root 7 I'm writing down to get the more accurate answer. So that is 1 over 3 pi r square, which is 6 square, and the height is 2 square root 7. Calculate and find your answer. So this I have calculated here. Pi into 6 square into 2 square root 7 divided by 3 is 199.48. Okay, 199.48 cubic centimeters. Okay. A similar cone has a total surface area of 47.25 pi square centimeters. Find the radius of the cone. Okay, in this question, the total surface area is 47.25 pi square centimeter. So the first cone has the surface area was given, it was 84 pi. Okay, so the area 1 is 84 pi, and L1, which is the radius was 6 centimeters. Okay, the other cone, the area, surface area is 47.25 pi, and we need to find out L2 here. So A1 upon A2 equals to L1 upon L2 whole square. 84 pi upon 47.25 pi, cancel the pi value, is equals to 6 upon L2 whole square. Take the square root of 84 upon 47.25, and which will be equals to 6 over L2 because we took the square root. So calculate square root of, that is 84 divided by 47.25, which is equals to 4 over 3. 4 over 3 is equals to 6 over L2. Okay, cross multiply. 4 L2 is equals to 6 times 3 is 18, and the L2, which is the radius of the other cone, is 18 divided by 4, and 18 divided by 4 is 4.5, is equals to 4.5. So the radius of the other cone is 4.5 centimeters in this question. So this question completed. Now if we check in the same paper, 2021 paper 2 May June, so we have one more part with angle properties of circles. We have one more part here, part B, in this question, part B of question number 10. Question number 10, part B. P, Q and R are the points on the circumference of a different circle. PR and QR are the tangents to the circle, and P and Q respectively. OP is 8 centimeter, POQ is 130. So you will have the trigonometry also there, and the sectors are also there, and we'll have to find out the answer for this question. So let's do this one as well. So if we look at the diagram, the radius is 8 and the radius is also 8 centimeters at this side. Whenever the tangent is drawn, you know that the angle between radius and tangent is always 90 degree. Okay. Then PR is required. PR is required. It means this value is required. If I draw a line in between, I'll get a right angle triangle, and the half of 130, you know that it is equals to 65 and 65 degrees angle here in between. Okay, so just take one of the triangle because they are the same congruent triangles. X 8 65, this is adjacent side and this is opposite side, so we apply tan in this. So tan of 65 O over A, PR or X upon 8. So X is equals to 8 times tan 65 degrees. So 8 times tan 65 close equals to 17.15 means 17.2 centimeters. 17.2 centimeter is the answer for this part. Calculate the percentage of the quadrilateral OPRQ that is shaded. So we'll find out the area and then find out how much is shaded part here. So I'm just drawing it here, this one part. From here, if we just check, look at this portion, it's the whole is a triangle, a right angle triangle. From this triangle, a sector is unshaded. So if I just shade this much, this is the sector is unshaded here. So what do? We find out the area of the triangle, two triangles minus area of the sector, then we get the area of the shaded part. Okay, so this is required in the question. So when and upon the total area multiply by 100. So area of the triangle OPR, first of all we are going to calculate area of the triangle, two triangles OPR, area to how many marks? 4 marks question. Area of triangle OPR is equals to half base into height. Your base is 8 and the height is 17.2, which we have already found. 17.2. So that is half base into height, half 8 into 17.2. Okay, so this is 8 into 17.2 divided by 2, and you are going to get this number, which is 68.8. 68.8, and they are the two triangles here, so we multiply by 2, or you can just simply do 8 into 17.8, 68.8, or the total area is equals to 2 times 68.8, that is equals to 137.6. Okay, let me calculate again. 8 into 17.2, that is 137.6 square centimeter. I calculated directly. Okay, square centimeters, that is the total area. And now we are going to find out the area of the shaded part. We subtract the area of the sector. Two sectors, they both are same, or you can take one sector also if you take 130 degrees. All right, so take one sector, this one, wherever the angle is equals to 130 and the radius will be equals to 8 centimeters. Okay, so area of the sector, this triangle area you can simply do also like 8 into 17.2, because 2 times half is 1. Area of a sector is equals to angle upon 360 degree into pi into r square, and the radius is 8 square. Rather than you find out for 65 and then you double it, you can find out once as well. 8 square. Okay, now 130 times pi into 8 square divided by 360 equals to 72.605. Okay, so the shaded area will be equals to the total area minus area of the sector, because the sector is unshaded. 137.6 minus 72.605. 137.6 minus 72.605, and then you are getting 64.995. Okay, so that is the area of the shaded area, and this is the total area. And then what do? You multiply by 100 to get the area of the quadrilateral that is shaded. Okay, so the area percentage of the shaded area is equals to the shaded area divided by the total area multiplied by 100. That is equals to 64.995 divided by 137.6 multiplied by 100. Let's calculate. This is 64.995 divided by 137.6 and then multiply by 100. That is coming 47.23 or 47.2%. Okay, so this was your paper from the part 1 was 2024 and 2023 October, November and May, June. So part 2 mensuration is 2021 and 2022 October, November and May, June. I hope you understood all these questions. Please share, like and subscribe for more videos in the future. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.